Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into the 10th Christmas 2021 update from GWV. So here we go again, it's time to bring you another Christmas update, and yeah, we're up to update number 10 out of 25, but we've got penciled in. So we're not even halfway through our Christmas updates yet, but it's been an interesting journey of updates so far, very much favouring a milder than average Christmas. There's no getting away from that. You know, I've had 2 out of 9 that were a little bit colder, and then all of the rest were have been mild, some of them exceptionally so, excessively mild. So no getting away from it. The Christmas updates this year so far have trended mild, but of course we might see a change on that. We might start getting some colder Christmas updates appearing at some point, so we shall see. You know, we normally get at least one very cold outlier update, even if the rest are relatively mild, so it is going to be interesting see how this works out. We'll have a look in a second. I'm not sure what time you're watching this after I've recorded it, but it's been an epic day, or it is an epic day. Content at GWV today with 7 AM upload, European outlook, 10 to 14 there, probably snow watch as well. So we're pushing 5 uploads today. Absolutely. One of the absolute sort of mad days that Gab does sometimes, pushing 5 uploads. So please like, share, subscribe on all of those video. Thank you so much to Richard for the Christmas updates gift. Thank you so much, Rich. I love it. I love the Christmas updates gift. So seasonal and festive. Thank you so much, my friend. Now, we're going to have a look at CFS V2 in a moment. Once again, we'll look at CFS 12Z. We will also start incorporating the GFS Extended with this also. More about that in a second. But let's move over to wetter, shall we, and have a look at the CFS V2 12Z. So as always, we use a 12Z for no particular reason other than that's when we choose. It's run 4 times a day, the CFS Extended, so we could pick one of the other 3, but it's always best if you can stick to the same update over and over again. We can't told off for cherry picking any particular outcome. The one we have always used historically for no reason whatsoever, it shouldn't make any difference to the overall outcome, but one we've always used historically is a 12Z, and so that's what we're doing. You know, looking at the CFS V2 12Z generated 12Z midday on Wednesday the 24th of November. Now, starting off on the 8th of December with this one, so of course, the closer we get to the time frame of Christmas, the narrower the time frame will become, you know, until eventually we're like a week before Christmas, we'll actually be able to add the detail to the forecast, and then there's just been updates, they will become regular forecasts for Christmas, but that will be around a week or so away. Right, okay, so let's have a look at the CFS 12Z again. Starting off on Wednesday, the 8th of December, surprise, surprise, it's looking mild with high pressure to our south, low pressure way to the northwest, and winds are coming in from a southwesterly direction. Moving through the 9th to the 10th of December, we start to take the high pressure a little bit further northwards. It's trying to become a Scandi type feature. Low pressure out to west. This is still mild, it's bringing up the air from the south, but I suppose it might be starting to cool down a little bit if we're beginning to generate some mist and fog, which we could do as the winds are relatively light there. That's the 11th of December. Again, high pressure away to our northeast, low pressure to our west and southwest. Trying to raise highs a little bit in the North Atlantic, but this is beginning to bring rain and still mild temperatures in from off the Atlantic Ocean. Now, that looks a little bit more interesting. That's the 12th of December. Heights are definitely beginning to pick up towards Greenland and Iceland. We have not seen that on many of these updates so far. So I've got a little bit of high pressure building across Greenland and Iceland. At the same time, the high pressure trying to get Scandi to slipping into us eastern parts of Europe. We're still mild though. We're still drawing the air up from the south. There'll be outbreaks of rain out to the west. It's just going to get into a cold pattern. Let's see what happens. 13th of December. Low pressure becoming cut off the coast of Portugal. Still drawing up those mild southerly winds, despite the fact we've got high pressure building around Greenland and Iceland. We've got northern blocking, but we're still mild, even then. Now, that's 14th of December. So proper northern blocking setting up here. This is quite interesting, although we're still mild. But proper northern blocking there with high pressure between Iceland and Greenland, and going in towards the Norwegian Sea as well. Low pressure out to the west, trying to move in, but being blocked by this area of high pressure. Still drawing up those winds from a southerly direction, so it is still relatively mild. But now, we're at the 15th of December, we're starting to look a little bit more interesting. Oh, wow, 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 what's happening here? Yes, we've got lots of northern blocking in the Norwegian Sea. Cold air is starting to push southwards into Scandinavia, and that is beginning to head our way. If you look at the upper air temperature, you see we're just on the periphery of some cold air beginning to move into eastern parts of Scotland. As it is, we are still relatively mild, though. This is a more interesting update. Right, we go through to the 16th of December, and we're pulling in a cold easterly wind now. High pressure centred over Iceland, low pressure developing in towards northern Germany and Denmark, and that is funneling in a cold east-northeast wind. Upper air temperatures have absolutely plummeted. We're actually bringing -10 Celsius ice in towards the east coast of Scotland. Will this be the cold Christmas? Is this it? Let's see. 17th of December shows high pressure still to our north, still bringing in wind from that east or northeasterly direction. Upper air temperatures have brought the -10 Celsius ice in from the east. That will be bringing snow into eastern parts of the country and the south on those what would be quite bitter east or northeasterly winds. Right, let's start moving towards Christmas then. That high pressure is maintained over and to the west of the country, still pulling in the wind from a cold east or northeast direction. There's low pressure then moving in off the North Sea on the 19th of December. We're less than a week before Christmas now. Low pressure is moving in from the North Sea, bringing the risk of snow with it, as high pressure continues to block from Iceland to Scandinavia. Upper air temperatures are still looking cold. It's turning very impressively cold, actually, to our east. What's going to happen? Will this carry on into Christmas? Will we get a cold Christmas? I wonder. This is 20th of December. Exciting now, isn't it? 20th of December. High pressure is to our north. Winds continuing to come from that cold easterly direction. In comes -10 Celsius ice firm. That will be bringing snow showers in with it. That's 21st of December, just a few days before Christmas. We're still cold here, and still cold and blocked with snow, particularly towards more southern areas, mainly dry, but really cold up in the north. The upper air temperatures are looking impressively cold as well. Wow. Now, what's going to happen after that? Let's get 22nd of December. High pressure beginning to retrogress a little bit. Got a little bit of retrogression going on there. High pressure beginning to retrogress a little bit towards Iceland and Greenland. We're still cold. We're probably losing the snow showers now, but we would be, cold. It would be snow on the ground in quite a few places, I would have thought, by this point, and very frosty as well. Right, so that is the eve of Christmas Eve, 23rd of December. Look at that. Taking the high pressure to Greenland. We've got a cold front that's moving southwards into towards northern Scotland. We are threatening to open the door. Some really cold air that's gathering up to the north. So even Christmas Eve is mainly dry and cold. What happens on Christmas Eve itself, I think we're going to pull in a cold northerly. So if it's going to stay cold for Christmas, we've got a cold front that is pushing southwards there along the elongation of the isobars. There it is, that elongation just there is a cold front with winds turning into the north-northeast behind it. So Christmas Eve is mainly dry and cold, frosty for many others, but probably a band of rain, sleet and snow moving southwards across Scotland. That is Christmas Day, which is cold as well. Winds are pulling in to the north and from the northeast as well. Look at the upper air temperature. -10 Celsius iceberg is in across the northern half of the country. So that brings snow shower, particularly to more northern areas. But you have got that cold front trickling its way southwards. Who knows, might bring a few flurries elsewhere. Obviously, that sort of detail is for the birds, really. But at this stage, it's much too far out. But it's session is cold and wintering into Christmas. That's Boxing Day. The high pressure sort of ridging through the country. Then it's keeping it cold, mainly dry. I would have thought away from the northeast, where there could be quite a bit of snow, but mainly dry, cold, very cold actually. Frosty and icing, and there's the upper air temperature -10, so it's ice right right way through the country. This is properly cold, this update. First one what we have, but you would say is really cold. And this is it, you know. Right, let's see what happens beyond that as we move towards New Year. So then we begin to start moving lower pressure in off the Atlantic. That's coming into cold air, so that'll be threatening to bring some snow in from the Atlantic. We're keeping it cold, actually, through 27th, 28th of December. Low pressure is down to our south, high pressure still up to our north. You look at the upper air temperatures. Yeah, the battle lines are drawn. There's probably snow in the south as the Atlantic is trying to dislodge that cold air, but in the north, it's actually remaining pretty bitter. Will things thaw out for New Year? Let's have a look. That's 29th of December. Again, battle commencing. Low pressure trying to come in off the Atlantic, coming into that cold air. It's stalling, so that's probably bringing snow towards southern and southwest areas. Meanwhile, further northeast, it's mainly dry and very cold. That is the 30th of December, New Year's Eve. Still looking cold, still low pressure, trying to get in off the Atlantic desperately. Probably starting to get a little bit milder in the far south and southwest, though. And so by the time we get through to New Year's Eve, it looks like things are thawing out. So milder for the New Year, low pressure pushing in. Would be bringing snow north and east across the country, of course, but eventually starting to pull in something a little bit milder from the southwest. Look at the upper air temperature, you can see, but we're losing the cold. That's retreating away to the north, and milder upper air temperatures are pushing in from the south and from the southwest. Rain, sleet, snow moving northwards, and then getting milder. That is New Year's Day. First day of 2022 is looking a lot milder down in the south. Probably still quite cold in the north, though. Still got -5 Celsius iceberg in the north, a lot milder in the south with outbreaks of rain. And then let's just run on through the opening days of January, see what happens. So this deep area of low pressure then starts moving in, the blocking begins to recede and retreat. So early January turning milder, wetter and windier. Do we get back to that blocking through the first half of January? Let's see. So generally the first half of January is looking quite mild here, with low pressure in off the Atlantic, bringing bouts of wind and rain. And it carries on into the second half of the month as well, so no return of cold weather. Let's just have a very quick look at the GFS extended as well. Now that it's just into the time frame of Christmas, we're starting again on the 10th of December, looking mild, wet and windy with the GFS extended. We'll go through these very quickly. So we look like that as we carry on pushing through. Let's move in 24-hourly steps, shall we? So we carry on with the GFS extended, and we want to go to there. There we go, 10th December. Right, let's do that again. So we're going through 24-hourly steps with GFS extended, looking pretty mild, wet and windy through, that's the 13th of December, so winds in from west-southwest, low pressure continue to rattle through. We're trying to raise the Siberian high to our northeast, but I think it'll be receded by the low pressure coming in off the Atlantic. So looking very stormy there, actually, with the GFS extended around the 18th of December, a week before Christmas, looking properly stormy. Into towards Christmas period itself, heights rising to our east, low pressure out to west, drawing up a very mild southerly wind. That's Christmas Eve with today's GFS extended control run. Again, looks quite mild and wet. That's Christmas Day. It is trying to build up a Scandinavian high to Siberian high, but as it is, we're actually mild and wet up to Christmas Day with the extended. And yeah, we get through to very end, which as far as we go, 28th of December, we're still looking relatively mild and Atlantic driven. But it is trying to raise the heights to the northeast, which is interesting. But there we go. Right, okay, let's go back to here and we shall wrap things up. So we have our first genuinely cold Christmas update from the CFS V2. It's tormented us for so long with those mild, one after another mild updates. But there we have it, and we shall see. So is that just a one-off? Is that like the one and only really cold Christmas that we're going to get from the CFS extended this year, or actually could that be the start of a new trend, and will the CFS begin to trend in a colder direction? We shall find out in our subsequent instalments of this Christmas soap opera. Better than Corrie, this, isn't it? Better than EastEnders, I don't know. But you'll see update number 11 on Saturday, and there'll be a lot of interest, I would imagine, about whether that is going to carry this on or not. We shall see on Saturday. So I shall see you then for that one. But yeah, at least we've had one cold Christmas update. You know, genuinely cold. Yeah, we got a couple of other ones, but they weren't that cold. You know, this is our first really properly cold Christmas update. So there it is, everybody. I hope you have all enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out all today's other videos and whatnot, and that's it then. So next installment for the 11th Christmas update will be on Saturday, but for this 10th Christmas update, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.